Hey everybody, Wes with Fundamental Games here to do another Kickstarter campaign review. So this is where I look at an active Kickstarter, see how it's doing, and talk about some of the things that I like about it. Now I'm doing a campaign that just launched a day and a half ago, but they're showing a lot of success, and I've followed some of what they've been doing in the time leading up to this to help kind of influence my discussion. So over 67,000 raised already, so they've already funded, I think, 140% of their goal. Over 700 backers, doing really, really well. And by the time this video launches, they might even be over 100,000. Just depends how that slump that Kickstarters have go into. But what do I like about AracKhan Wars? The first thing I like is their visuals and their graphic design throughout their game and their entire page. So if you quickly take a look through the video here, I'm not going to play it, but you can see they put a lot of effort into the fantasy world that I love so much. But whether it was fantasy or not, they just have a very professional looking video. Seeing the components, seeing the gameplay, seeing the effects that happen, and just understanding the game. But not only in the video, if we scroll down through the campaign page, you'll see the colors really pop and shine. You can see the 3D-like effects on the cards. They've got a very nice card design to them. You can see some of the artwork as you scroll down, card play interactions. There's some GIFs to keep you entertained in the page and make you want to watch what's happening. So I think they've just done an excellent job at getting the images and the graphics to a point where it's very engaging when you go through their page. It just makes me want to see what they have to offer. So that's my first point. Second thing I like is that they have digital versions of their game all over the place. So if you take a look at their website, if you want to see what this game has to offer, you can look at some of their pictures and videos, but you could also download a PDF of the rules. You could play it on Tabletopia. You could play it on Tabletop Simulator. You could make your own print and play of a demo copy of the game. You can watch them play through it. So you will have absolutely no doubt of what you're getting into, depending on how much time and energy you want to invest into learning about the game. It's very transparent. You can literally put it on the table and play it. I've done it on TTS and I've done it physically, and I've enjoyed the game both ways, which is another one of the reasons why I'm doing videos about it, to support it, because I think they do deserve that with their excellent lead up to their campaign. Third thing I like about their campaign and their game in general is that they're not trying to sell you another TCG, a trading card game. They're not trying to sell you a game that you have to buy booster packs and constantly get additions to. If you just buy the core game, you get all kinds of great gameplay in that box. And it plays in a way that's a little bit different than you might be used to seeing in tabletop games, where it doesn't have any costs to playing cards. There's no mana, there's no casting cost or points or anything like that. You just play cards face down on the table, flip them up on your turn, and then you deal with them. And they explain it quite well in their campaign page, which is important, their how to plays and their playthroughs. But just that concept, they were able to take that game design concept and make it work over the past few years, and now sell it and promote it on Kickstarter. So I like that it's not a TCG, it's not it's more like an expandable card game where they do have other seasons that they plan to bring out, but you do not need them to stay current or to enjoy the game. So I think that's a great part of it. The fourth thing I like about their campaign and their company is that they are very driven in building a community. They built their backer base. So they didn't go into Kickstarter with a game expecting a crowd to come. They built up a crowd and then launched Kickstarter, and the crowd was there. That's why they funded so fast. And they've done that through a variety of things. They've talked about going to conventions. They've got an active Facebook group. They've got I believe some information on Twitter, and even if you take a look at their comment page, the creators are very involved in responding to people's comments. So we can see in here Lias is a collaborator. If they don't have an answer right away, coming back with details. Nothing But Games responds in English and in French. And that's another thing I like about their campaign too, is you can see it in English and in French along with their entire game. But just very involved in the community, both in the comments and the chatter, and in other groups and campaigns as well. And then the last thing is their updates are very informative. So again, when you're running a Kickstarter campaign, it can get easy to get lost in the updates. It can get easy to forget about what's happening here. and just try to keep on marketing it and push it in other groups. But the updates are a great way to talk to people who have already backed the game, to keep them interested and maybe encourage them to want to share the game out some more. So the first one was about the, always nice to have that You Did It campaign, but not only that, but they share images and make it very visual, and it's in English and French. So just stellar first update. If we go back to their updates and look at their second update, we can see here the rodent and the bird. So what they're introducing a little bit of story and a little bit of flavor to the game, introducing a lightning bird with full art, again adding to that graphic design aspect that I liked, and just really stands out. And then we go back and it's only been about 2 days now, but they've already got a third and a fourth update. So this one is talking about how long they've been developing AracKhan Wars 4 and why it's talking about the Grey Order, even though there's 4 different factions. So just a lot of information that they're loading, and it keeps people like me that like their game and their story something to read and learn about. And the people that don't can just press delete on their email. They don't have to read it, but it's great to see that it's there. And then anybody who discovers the campaign, haven't learned about it yet and they wander upon it, they can go and read those updates and see what the company's been doing since their launch. So again, the campaign itself, I think they're doing an excellent job. It's great to see the success they've had. I can tell that there's a lot of time and energy and passion that they put into this project, and now hopefully it is going to pay off for them on the short term with just getting the Kickstarter funded, but in the long term as well, as they build up their company and expand on this really cool game that they've been able to bring to market, or are bringing to the market. Do you like AracKhan Wars? Tell me what you like about it. Did you like the visuals? Did you like the cards? Have you played the game? I'd love to hear what you have to say about AracKhan Wars in the comments. Thanks as always for listening. Take care.